And look for the silver lining everywhere.
Absolutely. And that's it. I mean, we're so lucky to have that. All right, so we're on YouTube now. We're gonna be talking tonight. Good night, good evening, everybody. It's so good to see you all here. Steve, I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you for a few days. And let's see, anybody else here that's it's a great group. So tonight, I talked about this earlier. James Twyman has come out with a new book. And there's a little video I'm gonna play about it. And I kind of want to talk about it. Um, and I think I would really like to just start reading this book during this hour on Thursday evenings. So,
That's a wonderful idea.
oh yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll find things in it that'll be helpful. I really think so.
Oh, absolutely. I've been reading it all afternoon, and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly
Right.
this is going to be really helpful to many people.
Wonderful.
Many people are going to be enjoying this. Let's see here.
I ordered it. It's coming Saturday.
Okay, you can get it on Kindle. It's if you have a Kindle.
I never use Kindle.
Yeah, that's well, because of my vision, I can't read a regular book. Regular print is just too hard for me. So, well, with the Kindle, I can make it as big as I want, and so yeah, so there's always a way. And even if I mean, I have a friend, Ralph, who is he has some kind of it's macular degeneration or something. I don't know what it is, but anyway, he can only see through this tiniest little hole, just this tiniest little hole. That's his vision, his entire vision. But he can do just about, I mean, he can't drive, obviously. He has to ride the bus and everything and uses a cane, and he's, but he, even with that tiniest little vision, he is able to, he's a docent at the local museum, and he can read and do all kind of things. You're only limited by your own thinking. So that's what's so beautiful about recognizing that I am whole and complete, and there is nothing that is missing and nothing that is broken in me. And you know, because my mind is the thing that's here. It's not, the body has nothing to do with it. And the body itself is just kind of a second thought or something. So anyway, here we go. We have this little video, and I'm guessing he's going to make videos of all the chapters, because this is chapter 1 of this new book, and it is a story of himself talking to love. So he's asking love questions, and love is answering. And like I said, it's really cool. It's really beautiful. And I'm very excited about it. And want to get it read so I can make a review on Amazon for Jimmy James. Jimmy James. All right, here we go.
Explain why I'm releasing this early. Hi everyone, I'm hoping you'll give me just 30 seconds to explain why I'm releasing this early audio version of the first chapter of my new book, The Annihilated Self. It was inspired by the 14th century mystic Marguerite Perrault and her book, The Mirror of Simple Souls. This was a spiritual classic, a conversation between love, which is God or the divine, and self, which is you. And I've mirrored that conversation to expand on my own spiritual journey, and I believe yours as well. So enjoy this early release of chapter 1. The Annihilated Self, chapter 1, Longing and Annihilation. Love, how would you define the path for releasing my dependence on the separated self and then dissolving through the process of annihilation, allowing my soul to be released from every attachment?
First, remember that there is no process, no path, and no destination for the soul to journey. The soul is where it has always been, remaining there beyond what you think of as time. There is no time when the soul was without, so a process leading to where it has always been is meaningless. Beloved one, the path you seek is not a path at all. It is an undoing, not a journey forward, but a falling inward. It begins the moment you grow weary of becoming anything and consent at last to be nothing.
To be nothing. That sounds like death.
It is death, but not the death you fear. It is the sweet relinquishment of all that is not you until only I remain. You call it annihilation, but I call it union. The flame does not mourn the wick when it turns to light.
But I've spent my whole life trying to become holy, perfect, and worthy. Would you have me abandon all of that?
Yes, especially that. Holiness fashioned by your striving is still yours. And what is yours cannot be mine. Only when you finally stop reaching out your hands will you be free to receive me. Only when you let go of the idea of worthiness will you see that you are worthy only because I am within you.
Then what must I do?
Nothing. That is the holiest of all acts. Do not climb, do not grasp, do not adorn your soul in virtue like a veil. Be still, be bare, consent to be seen by me as I see you, without effort, without defense, without name.
But if I surrender everything, what remains?
Only me, only love, and I am not other than you. I am what you are beneath the illusory self. In our union, the singer vanishes and only the song remains. The drop falls into the ocean and becomes the ocean. What is lost? Only the illusion of separation. What is gained? The all.
So to release the self is to return to you.
Not to return, but to remember. You were never apart from me. You only dreamed you were, and now, as you awaken, you dissolve.
Then let me vanish, beloved. Let me fall into you like a shadow into light.
Come then, not as a seeker, but as silence itself. Come naked of need, and I shall clothe you in nothing but flame, and you shall burn without end.
And what about God? Must I also give up my longing for that union, or is it the same?
Ah, your longing, that sacred ache, it has brought you far, hasn't it? Like the fragrance that leads the bee to the flower. But even longing, holy as it seems, is still a movement of self. It says, I lack, I yearn, I seek, and where there is I, the union remains hidden behind the veil of distance.
But without longing, what draws me to God? What keeps me moving toward the light?
Nothing will draw you anymore because you no longer see yourself outside the light. You have stopped circling the flame and have become the burning itself. Longing is for those who still believe there is a distance to cross. But union is not movement. It is stillness deeper than breath, older than time.
So then, is longing a grace or a hindrance?
Both. Longing is the final grace and the final obstacle. It awakens you from sleep and then must itself be surrendered. You must be willing to say, even this desire I offer into the fire. Only then does God cease to be a goal and is revealed as your very being.
Then I must give up even the idea of God as something to reach?
Yes, God is not found at the end of the path, my love. God is the vanishing of the path. As long as you walk toward anything, you walk away from everything. But when you stop, fall, disappear, there is God, closer than breath, ungraspable because nothing is left to grasp.
So I give up not God, but the idea of God. Is that it?
Yes, and in that holy emptiness, you will find not a God made in the image of your longing, but the formless flame that is your longing, the one who has never been apart from you. And you will not say, I have found God, but only this: there is no I, there is only God.
Then let the ache I feel become silence, and let silence become God.
Oh, I guess you didn't hear me talking at all. So what do you guys think? I don't know if he's gonna do all of them like that. That's pretty cool. But I want to read the words, because as beautiful as all that was, I want to stop and and look at each thought as it is. Sharon, yes, please go ahead.
I thought it was amazing. I really did. I thought that I think he's like a genius with his art. You know, I've read most of his, I think I've read pretty much most of his books, but his work, I love the way he speaks, and I just love how he put it together. It's so artistic. It's just dynamite. I mean, it was love. He was talking to love itself, and it just resonated with me in such a beautiful way. And I hope that he does the whole Audible book like that. I just loved it. So
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, I love it too. But like I said, I really like to read the words too, because there's so
Well, it's a
much.
different, right. It's a different experience when you read.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah,
when you're listening, they're two different types of ways our senses get it.
yeah,
So we're feeding one sense and then the other one. But I just loved it.
yeah.
I absolutely thought it was like, wow, I'm so glad you chose this. So thanks.
Well, it's kind of cool. I'll put the link. I know I did this earlier today as well. I'll put the link for the book, and
Well, does he have is the rest on Audible too?
no, no, no. This is just something he put out for the launch of
Then
the book.
he's going to definitely do an Audible. How much you want to bet?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
He,
sure. Yeah. No,
he always does. He
yeah.
always does. He's amazing. You know, I was going to say, what I loved about it was the ease of it. You need do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the ego keeps thinking, well, I need to do breath work and I need to do this meditation, and you really need do nothing, but not interfere.
Exactly. That's the link from the email that Glenn sent me. So it seemed like an awful long link, but it'll get you there. I don't know why it is like that, because that's kind of weird. But then also, if you want the link to the little video, I'll put that in here as well. But oh, here, this is a better. I bet this will work better. Copy this link. This is the link to the Amazon, and I got it on Kindle, but no, it looks like the same basic long thing. Anyway, I got it on Kindle, and uh, then of course this little video came from uh, the email announcing it. So if you want to watch that again, I thought that was pretty cute too. But yeah, it's just a conversation between the soul and love. And so the whole book is like that. Uh, the soul asks questions and love answers. And this is basically channeled. I mean, this is absolutely channeled material. Um, uh, it's very, very clear to me. And obvious it was clear to Glenn too, because Glenn Hoverman doesn't publish anything that's not uh, that type of channel material. So he's the one who publishes A Course of Love, and also all of Sebastian I was saying Sebastian Blakesley's books as well. So, yeah, Brooklyn, please.
Namaste, mighty companions. Yeah, when I listen to James, he has this urgency about this book. And I watched something that he was talking about yesterday about Godspell. Oh, oh,
That's
you
so
know,
good.
and you know, he's saying, prepare ye the way of the Lord. That was going through my mind all day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And oh, and I went to that amusement park. It looked like Coney Island.
It's AI.
Ah,
That whole thing was AI. Yeah.
mm,
That whole video, because that's how he creates a lot of videos like that.
mm.
So yeah, that was but it could be because they take that stuff on AI from pictures and things that are on the internet. So could have
It
been
looked like Coney Island. It
a,
did.
never been there. So Steve, you have your hand up.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I heard this theme of remembering and disappearing, and I had a epiphany recently. I had gotten up at around 4 in the morning and walked down to the hot springs in Esalen, overlooking the Pacific, and I've been questioning. I don't want to leave this experience of the individual. And so what I would be doing was, oh, just don't think about it and be in the present. That would be the solution. But I was soaking in the tub, nobody there, for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And the light came on, and I was watching the waves, which are kind of hypnotic, coming, swelling a little bit in the distance and then becoming bigger, bigger, an individual wave, and then it would crash into the rocks, and it's beautiful white foam, the white water, and there's otters, an occasional otter, and a kelp bed. And I got my answer. It wasn't just to ignore the idea of disappearing, the discomfort of leaving this experience, dying. And I realized, and then just earlier today, I heard it explained. Well, stay with the wave. That's an individual wave. There's never been a wave like it before, and there'll never be another wave like it after. But when it crashes, it gets returned to this ocean, which gave it its birth and is sustaining life. And just about 2 hours ago, I don't remember where I heard it, is somebody was talking about, it was one of the heavy duty spiritual guys talking about when the river reaches the waterfall, these little droplets come and they fall, and then it returns back to the river. The river going to the waterfall, then a droplet is formed, and my life is a droplet. My life is a wave. But I return to the river. I return to the ocean, and I found it comforting, not something I needed to leave and be present in the here and now and let it just be a mystery. But the idea, the comforting idea that this wave is like one breath, a whole life, and it ends, and then another one comes. But it's the return at the end of each breath to that stillness, that infinite place, which is the ocean. And so now I'm comforted more by the idea of death, the return to self, the return to the source. And regarding channeled material, I believe anybody who is speaking from their heart is channeling. So those are two thoughts I wanted to share, and I'm
Thank,
complete.
Wow, Steve, I'm blown away. Thank you so much. That experience I was experiencing, I just as you were describing it, um, and how beautiful that is, and how clear that is to me. Thank you for that connection. And yes, I believe that about channeling. We're all channeling. Ken Wapnick said that we're all channeling. What are we channeling? Either Holy Spirit or the ego all the time. So, just as easily we can channel the Holy Spirit. And that's our connection. And that the fear, the thought about uh this life being over, or not even being in this particular life anymore, um what comforts me is that of course in Miracles Jesus says, I have kept everything, all the love of everything that ever happened, and all the rest, the crap, is gone. So you're not moving out of the crap into more crap. You're moving all the goodness and all the love, everything that you've ever loved in this life is coming with you. It's coming with you without any discomfort, pain, suffering, loss. So to me, it's like, I get to eat all the ice cream forever and ever and never have a problem because of it. I love that, and I guess I want some ice cream. Rafi, please go ahead.
Yes, during the video that just played, and at the last sentence when he said about the holy quiet, and yesterday with that Sanskrit meditation that was played, I think it was Amy Torres or something, did both times I disappeared. This I that I think and I am disappeared, and I was no thing, and there's no way to describe that. But it was a sense of realization, a sense of experiencing that I am no thing and nothing, and it's again beyond description. I'm sorry, I don't have words for it.
Or now here, nowhere either, right, bro?
I just there was no me.
Yes.
There was no individual me. And again, there are no words to describe that.
The
Mm.
experience. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Rafi. Oh wow. What a group of holy souls. I'm just so joyful that we're here together. Brooklyn, please go ahead. You're muted.
When Steve was talking, it reminded me of a poem I wrote a long time ago. And I don't remember all the poetry, so I think I remember most of it. And it was the waves of the ocean, so high in the night. I lie near the rocks, smiling at the moon, and they caress me, so hard and demanding, yet gentle and tender, loving my soul. My flesh escapes me, my spirit knows the water. And so I remain smiling at the moon.
Wow.
It was just like Steve.
Wow.
Yeah, the last part I didn't remember right. I ad-libbed my
It's
own poetry.
perfect. Write that down. That's perfect.
I don't know what year I wrote it. I have so many loose leaves, and oh well. But yeah, that was an actual thing, actual. Thank you.
That experience. That's so beautiful. Thank you for that. Wow. Sharon, please go ahead.
Oh, I just loved everybody sharing. Um, What I wanted to say is this morning when I was sharing with Dove, I was talking about the fact that I was listening to a Rupert Spira on Audible and I disappeared. There was like no, it just was just this space and I didn't feel anything, but the ego came in and said, "Oh my God, you're disappearing." And I think that was the fear. And I had another time that I was with my husband when we were dating. It was the weirdest thing. The two of us kissed on this bridge. It was just like a story. Well, it is a story, but it was just like a story. But it was just like a movie that I'd watch, where we kissed and we disappeared. It was like, and he knew it. He said he disappeared too. He was like, "What happened to this? We were in this bliss." So these are revelations. And so a lot of us have it all the time, but we don't even know it because we're going in and out. With all the reading I've done over the years, this is just a projection of we are the ocean, but I thought what Steve shared was so precious. I just loved uh, Brooklyn's poem. It was beautiful. And yeah, I'm having a good time listening to everybody. So thanks.
Thank you, Sharon. I love it too. Wow. And yes, that's what's happening. We are disappearing into love. And
Oh,
uh just every time that, these things happen, what happens is that the ego will say, well, that was no big deal, or maybe I would just imagine that, or I was, that couldn't really have been happening to me. The ego is very good at trying to talk us down from high places. And
oh my God, yeah.
one thing that I have found very, very useful is doing a meditation, which I probably should do more often, of just um, remembering times when I felt holy, remembering times when I felt inspired, when I had that breath of Christ in me, the Holy Spirit flowing through me. Maybe I was out in the woods, laying on a rock with the sun shining on me and just feeling totally connected to everything, or sitting in a hot spring, watching the tide coming in. Uh, every time I felt holy, remembering that and reminding myself, this is real. This is not a fantasy. I am this holy being that I experience myself as. And everything to the contrary, everything that says to me, no, you're not, that's a lie. It's not true. And the only thing that's really true is I am that holy being, and remembering myself as holy. And Brooklyn, I think you have a beautiful way of just writing these things down so that memory of your holiness is there for you
Yeah,
to.
it's you talking to you,
Yeah, and it's
right?
so
It's you
beautiful.
talking to you. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And to remind myself, this is the truth about what I am, and this is the truth about what you are, and we are this thing that is just love. So, Brooklyn, please, you have your hand up, and then Steve.
I remember the correct ending to the poem. Could I read it again?
Please.
Okay. The waves of the ocean, so high in the night, I lie near the rocks, smiling at the moon, and they caress me, hard and demanding, yet so gentle and tender, loving my soul. My flesh escapes me, my spirit knows the sun, and I submerge totally into the womb of the water, peacefully floating with the waves. There I remain, smiling at the moon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your gift.
I want to just say that you talk in the formlessness. When you write, you're writing from formlessness. Because it's just like in the course, you don't get the course until you realize you're formless. If you think you're form, this stuff is not, you know what I'm saying? When you write from the ocean is what I'm going to say. You're the ocean when you're writing. Yeah.
I'm so grateful to be able to.
Oh my God, let me tell you, I'm grateful to hear it. Because it's all of us. There's no one here that's special. Every one of us is just an instrument for the divine. So when the divine speaks through us, it speaks to all of us.
Mhm,
Right. That's what Steve was saying. I mean, we're all channeling. We're
mhm.
all
Oh
listening.
yeah, that's something I've heard Ken say, but I heard Steve say it and you say it. It's like channeling. We're either channeling, the crazy mind or love.
That's it.
This crazy mind is isn't you can feel it, the harshness of it now too.
Yeah.
Of course, I do fall back into it. I'm not going to say I don't. But, again, that's just part of the whole process.
Yeah. Back to hell. Steve.
Don't want to stay there too long. I can visit. But Steve has his hand up.
Yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
Yes, there is the ocean. There is that stream. And there are also these waves. There are also these droplets. And not to discount the individual soul self, because this experience that began with, well, before, but my first breath, and it'll end with my last breath. So much had to happen for this individual life, this breathing human life. So it's both the infinite and the finite simultaneously happening. The art of living is to, if I lived forever and I was just the ocean, there'd be no urgency to make this day special. The fact that I am mortal makes this life, to me, it's so rare. It's so small compared to creation that it in itself, that I can feel like I cut my finger earlier today, I bumped it. The fact that I can feel it, and the fact that you can look at a screen that allows you to read and be able to see this human life is also, it's not to be brushed off. It's offered to me as a gift from the creator to enjoy and to observe, and challenges to grow stronger. So I don't just check mark the divine ocean. I also check that individual finite part. And that to me is what this human, it's the cross, the vertical and the horizontal. I am the meeting place of the infinite and the finite. And in this finite wave, I in this droplet is the ocean is in the droplet. And knowing that comforts me, gives me strength, heals me, loves me, connects me. But the mortality gives me urgency to, to seize the moment. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Steve. I love that thought. And what is it? Is it really the mortality, or is it the desire to just experience it in the depth that it's being given to us? We think that it's because it's going to be gone, so I better eat it up, and that's why I always talk about the chocolate cake. It's going to be gone, so I better eat it up. Well, if I actually experienced the total experience of eating that cake, then I would be so filled with joy that that there would be nothing to look forward to, nothing to
Wow.
expect or care about. And if every moment of our lives we lived as if this is my entire life, this moment. This is my entire being, this moment. And it's not just me individual. This is the sonship that is moving through this experience of a world and time, and and here to have this experience that's being given to us by our Father. Our Father said, yeah, go out and live, experience everything, live and love and know every experience that you're ever curious about, every little thought that you have ever been curious about. All right, you were curious what could be different. Well, here it is. You didn't laugh and say, well, I don't really want to know. You said, no, I want to know. So here it is. I'm giving it to you. And your job is to pay attention, to what you're doing, pay attention to how your life
Yeah.
is, pay attention to the love and the relationships that you have. Pay attention and absorb, live it. Don't sleep through it, and don't ignore it, and don't think it's not worthy of you. Just recognize this is it. And did you want to say something, Steve?
Yeah. Earlier today, I have an irrigation pump that pulls water out of the lake. And I mentioned to a friend, I said, I feel like I'm being distracted, that it's
Oh,
not really the business of God. And he told me it's all the business of God. There's, for you to say that this action is less than holy, it's not in the business of God. That's the small ego in me that says this is holy, this isn't. So I was able to like do it, remembering the peace that is divine. Thank you.
thank you. Steve, you froze up before you said I had a small irrigation pond, and then you froze for a bit, and we didn't hear any of the story until you.
I did.
Did you
Oh
hear it?
yeah, I heard all of it.
Oh, okay.
I
That was,
heard all of
Must have
it.
been
Yeah.
on your end.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it was
did
quite
too.
clear.
Okay, then
Yeah.
then it's on the YouTube, so I'll go back and listen. You don't have to
Yeah,
repeat.
because it was beautiful. I mean, like it was yeah, it was perfect. Now
That's
I
so
forget what.
nice.
The ordinary is the extraordinary. The ordinary, a lot of people make, and especially course people, separate the illusory self. And what Steve is saying is something that I feel. I'm reading a book, Wake Up Grateful, and it's all about the moment. The extraordinary and the ordinary live together, and to join them together when we don't push against them and say, not the ego. Well, that's the ego. That's the ego pushing against itself. So it's kind of like we blend these two forces of love. And they say, the course says that it's love or a call for love. So it's just bringing love to love. The call for love is that it feels like it's finite, and it's finite temporarily, but it's really the extraordinary. So it's kind of like, it's beautiful. This was so beautiful tonight, Lynn.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
you just keeps reminding me too. And Brooklyn, I'll let you go ahead, Brooklyn, because I was going to tell a completely unrelated story. Go
Oh,
ahead, Brooklyn. You're muted, hon.
okay. Okay. No, I was going to say, that's the difference between the happy dream. It depends on how we look at things. If we look at it with Christ's eyes, it's all beautiful, no matter what.
That's right.
I think when we embrace it, embrace that, embrace all of it.
Mhm.
I mean, if we're crazy, so we're crazy. That's part of it. That's part of that love.
Accept him as he is and seek not to make of love an enemy. That includes ourselves.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I
Yeah,
love
I
that.
love that
Mm.
too. That used to be on John's message machine. When you call up and if he didn't answer and you got his messages, that he would be saying that, which I think was really sweet, beautiful. What I was gonna say, you guys probably all know that I love microbiology. I'm just fascinated uh, by all the little things, that are like billions of them here that we don't even know about, and they're all living their little lives. And so, sometimes some of you, I might have sent some little videos of tardigrades or just little biological creatures, and they're all living their lives. they're all living their lives. They're going along, they're eating your drop of water. When you look at a drop of water through a high-powered microscope, you're going to see, little things swimming around, lots of them living little lives, things growing and eating each other and living and dying and all this different kind of stuff. And to understand that this is what everything is made of, is all these
Yeah.
all living things everywhere. And you think, well, I'm a person, this is my body. No, this is not my body. This is a billions of little creatures living out their
Mm.
lives in my blood, in my organs, and somehow or the other they all came together and said, let's, let's come
But
together. And
yeah, it's true. It really is true. It's fascinating.
yeah, and
We are only bacteria. We have all these little like buggies that parasites all it through us, and we think, oh, we're human. Um, I think Brooklyn fell off because she said I started it.
oh, she's here.
Oh,
Oh, and
yeah,
she's
I'm
yeah.
here.
Okay.
That reminded me of a adorable story. When I went over my brother's, this was during the summer, and I was with my sister-in-law, my niece, and my brother, and we were sitting outside and we were eating, and this wasp kept flying around us. So what my sister-in-law did, she took a little bit of her food and she put it away. And the wasp was having a great time eating it. Then his friends came, but they didn't like it. So they flew away. But he was having a grand old time. I love it.
Yeah, they will do that. Wasps, don't run away from them. Don't be afraid. They're just
right.
little.
I mean, we really. I'm sorry, but
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying we should really like just enjoy what we have. Like, just look at the moment. What's here? And it's you don't believe the mind because the mind's looking for the next thing, but everything is here.
Yeah, yeah. And
We are very blessed, and everybody on this planet is, even if they don't know who they are. Why do I say that? Because this is a fluke. This whole thing is a fluke. How could you usurp God? You can't. So this is just this movie, and intentional movie is what we're doing now. It's more intentional now than it was before.
but yeah, we're just watching. We are experiencing everything that you would experience if you could be separate from God or thought you could run your own world. That's what we're experiencing, and we're recognizing at this point. I am recognizing you can't. It's God is in everything. Love is in everything.
Hey, yeah, somebody asked me, the other day was hating God. I said, well, obviously, it's God and drag, but what difference does it make? It doesn't mean anything. We give the meaning of hate like it's bad. It's in a high energy. It's like, it's an intenseness. But really, we interpret it as you're hateful, you're bad, you're loving, you're good. No, we've been taught so many ways of resisting the very moment just by all the stuff we're sharing.
Yeah. And
I feel God is experiencing itself through
Yeah, yeah.
all of us.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is an
God,
experience definitely, and I think Joel pretty well says that, and Wayne and I have been reading that in personal life. We're probably not going to be doing that for a few weeks. I'm going to put us on hiatus and give him a chance to heal. Um, and but we've been reading that in personal life for a while. Well, we're on the third book now, and that's really what that is saying. That's so incredible,
yeah.
like that we've been getting the message all along and just never really uh believed that it was true or thought that it applied to us. That was my problem
Mm,
for the most part. I just didn't think it applied to me, that I
right.
that this was going to happen to me, or that I'm like in a few lifetimes from now, maybe I'll wake up and I'm the whole time I'm reading the course for the first probably 10 years. I'm thinking, this is all real beautiful. I'll be glad when y'all do this. No, but but I didn't recognize that,
I'm
oh,
laughing because I was in the same boat.
oh yeah. I got it.
It's all the unworthiness. Like I couldn't possibly be that important. What is
Exactly.
God anyway? God is what we've always, it's love. And what is better than love? Nothing. Isn't
Yeah.
that the attraction we all had to the course? Let's face it. Love or a call for love. That was a big thing for me. And the
Yeah.
other thing was nothing real can be threatened and nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. I was like, okay, this is a book I've got to look at because
Yeah.
it was just a lot. There's so much in this book, but it's really just us making a book. We all made the book, really.
You know what's really funny was the other day I was thinking about I had all these different things that I had wanted to, try practicing, different practices that people had done. And I'm thinking, well, I know me and I'll start up with something and I will get bored of it or tired of it and give it up. And no, that's just the way I am. And then I think ever since I picked up A Course in Miracles, I have not stopped. Not a minute, not a day, not an instant in my life have I stopped studying A Course in Miracles. And that's been like 20 years. Well, why I thought, I didn't do yoga because, I gave up on it. I didn't do, well, I don't have any balance now, so yoga is like out of the picture. But all these different things and realizing, oh no, I picked up this Course in Miracles and it has not left my thought, my sight, my life since the first day. And so obviously I think I'm worth it. I just didn't think I did. Mickey, yeah, please go ahead.
I just so related to what
You
you were
froze.
saying, Lynn. It's like, yep, I pick something up and then I put it down. I have about 10 books that I've gotten halfway through and never finished reading. There, there are a million other things that come and go and come and go. It's like these things come and go out of our lives. But exactly the same as you, the course has been a constant with me that I have tried to let go of. I have like, it's really funny. There have been many days in my life where I've said, that's it. I'm done. And the next thing I know, I swear I'm over this. I'm going to drop it and just, like knit booties or something. I don't know. Like, go for long walks on the beach, do something else with my time. And the next thing I know, there I am reading it or watching a video about it or listening to a Ken audio or just coming to gather, I can't, it's like flypaper that's stuck to me that it's like I try to shake it off and it will not let go.
That is hilarious.
I
And
know, it's amazing.
yeah, so that's why, and I've tried, like I tried other books and let's study this or let's listen to this teacher or whatever. Rupert Spira, I've listened to him a ton. I love Rupert, and his meditations will put you in that place exactly as you were saying. Just to listen to a Rupert Spira meditation, which he has some beautiful ones on the internet, that will actually uh bring me right up. uh, but I don't go and visit Rupert Spira, and I don't read his books. I don't even know if he ever wrote a book. Maybe he did. I don't know. Um, if I'm going to read anything, it's A Course in Miracles. That's it. I'm sorry. I try, but I do read other people's books, but not like, not to study, not to inform me, because the course is everything for me. Brooklyn, yes, please go ahead.
First of all, I want to say chair yoga.
Mm-hmm. And I do some of that for sure.
Good, good.
Yeah, I do that.
With me, anytime I see something else, I think of what the course says about it.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's a course. That's a course. That's Bishop. Oh, wow, that's a course, So yeah, it stuck to me too. Thank God. Thank God.
Hilarious. I love it. I love it. And I know a lot of other people as well. There's another book, a blue book, that there are a lot of other people that are very attached to and follow their life and follow the course as well, and will never give up. So, and I know, some of you also follow that other blue book. And
What blue book? What blue book?
A big book.
the big book of AA.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the very best books. Paul does that.
It's
Yeah,
Paul
it's
Edelman.
close.
yeah, he does that book, and he took that book, and the higher self went right through him, and he takes it. It's just like the course when you listen to it. It's
Yeah,
saying the same thing.
absolutely, absolutely.
I thought, I was not an alcoholic, but I was an Al-Anon for 20 years almost. Yeah, I was 20 years. And I still love Al-Anon. And it's the same as AA. But I want to say that when I read the big book and when I read a lot of it, this is before Paul, it just was amazing how he's talking about the actors in the book. It's all saying the same thing. Like, what did Shakespeare say? This is a stage. It's life stage. That's all it is. We are on, you know, everybody wants to try to be a movie star, but why would we have to do that? We've been one. We've been
We
one the
already
whole
are.
time.
All
And
right,
if
you
you ever
guys.
look in the mirror and you just see yourself and you think, well, I think that it was Rafi that said he looks in the mirror and he just says, you're not me. I think that is so good to do, to
Yeah,
start like just looking and saying, oh, Sharon looks good today or something, but talk of it in third person because otherwise we keep getting back into that struggle.
yeah. And I don't even see when I look in the mirror. I've never seen it never looked like me ever.
Yeah,
Have I
never
ever looked in
me.
the mirror and seen something that looked like me? And
Mm-hmm.
that's very confusing for people when you look
Mm-hmm.
in the mirror and you seeing something that doesn't look like what you think you look like. Because I see myself completely different. I mean, I seriously see myself completely different.
Oh, Dove has his hand up.
Yeah, go ahead, Dove.
Yeah, I just want to mention, I don't know if you're aware, Glenn is publishing Mary Beth Scalisi's book.
Yes,
Oh, you are? Okay, very
yes,
good.
yes, I'm aware of that as well. Another Mary Beth. She has a meeting at the same time as we do on Thursday evening. And I always think if we ever stop this Thursday evening meeting, I would definitely go to hers. But
Oh, yes, he's wonderful.
I adore her, yes. Brooklyn, yeah, please go ahead.
When we look at ourselves, we don't know what we see. I remember when I was younger, I gotta lose weight. I gotta lose weight. Now I'm trying to gain weight, but I gotta lose weight. And I hadn't, I took out albums and I looked and said, what? I thought I had to lose weight. What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
crazy.
but it's
Right. No.
because we don't see ourselves
Hmm.
the way that we don't see ourselves that way. It's a body dysmorphia,
Yeah.
and it could be, I mean, that's why a lot of people recognize at a like early age, my body says I'm a boy, but I am a girl,
Mm.
or vice versa, because you you know what you are and you know you're not this. So it's confusing to the mind. Uh,
Mm.
and once I realized that, it could be, possibly because in a former life I was this, and so I relate to myself as that or whatever. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, I find it very difficult to, look at this and think it's me. Um,
Mm. Mm.
yeah, Steve, please go ahead.
I love the lessons and the text of the Course in Miracles. It always steers me to myself. Now, when I started my search, it was at a conference in Boulder in 1967 or something, and I learned Kundalini yoga, and I got wow. And before that, I had experimented with a little bit of LSD and pot, and something started to boil up, and Kundalini yoga then took over. And then I heard about the Maharishi with transcendental meditation, so I did that. And then there was this 14-year-old Guru Maharaji. People were saying
Maharaji, yes.
Maharaji, and claiming that he could show you the light immediately, which I had read about reading the book by Alan Watts and Siddhartha. And he was a fat kid, and I thought it was a big joke. But I went and received these techniques, which, when practiced, it turns my attention from my mind, which is the Course in Miracles, takes my mind and turns it inward. But the knowledge that he revealed, although he had a lot of that guru stuff going on when he first started, he's dropped it now. But that whole guru disciple, the need for this external guru is necessary. But the techniques themselves were not at all of the mind. It was an experience of seeing the light inside, actual light. And the most important abiding experience is, and it has been, is the realization, the feeling, I mean, not the realization, the feeling of my portal breath. The actual, not so much the bringing in oxygen. There's just something about what I was shown that has lasted over 50, it's been over 50 years now, that this takes me to that disappeared place. And what I really like is that it has nothing to do with words or any of that. It's a feeling. It's a connection. And I don't think anybody needs to go to him for peace, but there is this breath that has this offering. Each breath is an offering to me from my source. And I can see it as light, I can hear it as sound, and I can feel it as this vibration. And it has never, ever lost its appeal. And thank you.
I love that. I love that. And I'm going to go ahead and close out this YouTube because we're going on. Thank you all so much. But I just want to just chat a minute more here. So thank you everybody for joining us here on ACIM Gathered.